Shalom, Aqua. All right, shalom, shalom. First off, we're going to give all praises, glory, honor, and power that's due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Rakakadash. All right, that is the Heavenly Father, in the name of His only begotten Son, who these people ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ. All right, and the Holy Spirit, which leads us into all wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, it's your brother Rakakabar, out here once again to represent the Hebrew Israelites. All right, to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, as well as to preach deliverance unto our people. All right, and in this camp, what we're gonna be dealing with is the fact that, Salaki, give me one moment. All right, it's the fact that, like the woman in the 9th month, man, hey, these plagues are about to destroy this place. All right, like a woman in the 9th month, okay, these plagues are about to destroy America, Babylon the Great. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and open up with that precept. All right, because when you understand it, all right, that woman in the 9th month, man, that pretty much goes into America being destroyed and the elect Israelites being delivered. Okay, America, Babylon the Great being destroyed and the elect Israelites being delivered. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up with that. All right. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra. All right, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and we'll start at verse 37. All right, it says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." All right, so we know, man, pretty much since 2020, that the plagues, the birth pains on the earth have been growing and growing, okay? All of these various disasters we read about, we hear on the news, okay? All of these things go into those birth pains, man, all right? And pretty much scriptures is giving you, you know, like a time clock, okay? Because every time you hear about the different plagues that's on the earth, man, all right, that's pretty much one of those birth pains, okay? And like a woman, before she give birth, all right, that baby gonna keep on kicking and kicking until what? Until the baby gonna be delivered. Okay, in this instance, all right, this goes into this place being destroyed and the elect Israelites being delivered. Okay, that's the times that have grown on the earth, man. Okay, and I was meditating on the fact that, you know, hey, prophecies pretty much is coming in waves, man. You know, because you'll hear a lot of shit on the news. You'll hear a lot of disasters going on, a lot of people dying. You know, a lot of pestilences being released, all right, and then it might settle down a little bit, and then it pick right back up, okay. But whole time while it's doing that, it's like the whole time while it's doing that, man, that spiritual meter is continuing to rise, okay. That spiritual meter, all right, is pretty much you know, goes into, once it reaches a level, man, the Most High gonna rain down that destruction. Okay, let me see if I can grab that in all right, give me one moment. I believe that's in 1st Ezra chapter 4. Okay, because with these birth pains, man, you know, we have moments where it get kind of quiet. You know, the baby ain't really kicking, and then you got some shit pop out where banks collapsing, Fed now about to roll out, Israel is on the brink of collapse. See, but that's those birth pains, man. But it gets to a point to where what that woman pretty much can't hold that baby back no more. Okay, to where that child must be delivered, man. All right, so let me see if I can grab this. I think it's 2nd Ezra chapter 4. Give me one moment. All right. All right, Khan, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 4, and we'll get to the point, verse 36. It says, "And unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answer, and said, even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he hath weighed the world in the balance." All right, and we understand that balance, man. Hey, the Most High has been allowing all this wickedness to accumulate on the earth. Okay, and like I just mentioned earlier, you got it to where that spiritual meter of wickedness is continuing to rise, man. You know, even when it get quiet to us, and we might not think a whole lot going on because they don't report on it on mainstream media, whole time that meter is still rising, you know? And that's why scripture is likening it unto a woman in the 9th month, man. Because what? That baby gonna be delivered, okay? Which the Israelites, the elect, are gonna be delivered, okay? And America's gonna be destroyed, man. All right, and that's why the bank's collapsing and Esau wanna set up this digital beast system, okay? Because they know that their time is up, man. But scripture tell you that their inward thought is that this place gonna last forever. You know, that's why they gotta make the metaverse. That's why they gotta create, they gotta roll out that charagma. Okay, they gotta do these things, man, because Esau know that pretty much he out of time, you know? All right, but verse 37, here the point. It says, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. Okay? And he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. All right, and that's why it's likened unto that woman, man. Because you got all these disasters breaking out. Okay, you got it to where the United Nations have pretty much just reported that we're going to be facing water shortages. Okay, we're going to be facing water shortages, and they pretty much blame it on climate. They blame it on global warming and overconsumption. So pretty much, man, they saying that hey, you people out there using too much water, and due to climate change, we're going to have to deal with water shortages. You know, which really is no surprise, man. That's why brothers have been reporting, all right, in their various states that their rivers is drying up. You know, we know one of the major prophecies is that Euphrates River will completely dry up. All right, that way World War III will be able to, fully take place. Okay, you got rivers drying up. You got California, the West Coast in a drought, right? You got Europe in a drought. See, and scriptures told you that those droughts and things was coming, man. All right, and now you got the United Nations warning that we're gonna face water shortages. See, along with food shortages, right? And these are the things that our people ain't considering, man. You know, they might go and stock up and think they can put some beans and rice in their cabinet, and they think that's gonna get them through these times of famine, but in reality, it ain't. Okay, because these foreign troops gonna break in and use all your shit, man. You know, our people wanna play games until it's too late. Okay, and that's why you're gonna need divine intervention to make it through these times, man. All right, you can stock up, you can, do all that shit you want, but if you ain't got the Most High, it's for naught. Okay? It says, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. He doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. So the Most High ain't gonna allow all hell to break loose yet. You know, he's not gonna allow Esau to roll out the mark of the beast yet. Why? Because everything is set up on everything has to happen in its appropriate time, man. Okay, but we're able to see the birth pains in these different prophecies. All right, and that gives us a pretty much like a gauge, to where we can gauge where we at, man. All right, let me grab that. All right, give me one moment. All right, give me one moment here. All right, so we pretty much got that spiritual gauge, man, so that we can know how bad it's about to be and when it's about to get that bad. All right. All right, give me one moment. All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 from the top. All right, it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. All right, pretty much, hey, man, we got 5G internet. We got all these satellites. All right, they trying to roll out the Internet of Things. We got YouTube. We got all these different platforms, man, that pretty much allows for us to see different events playing out all over the world. Okay, it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. It says, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon table, that he may run that readeth it, man. And this is the vision. All right, goes into what? Biblical prophecy. Okay, that's why scriptures say in Isaiah chapter 8 and 20, to the law and to the testimony, if they don't speak according to that, they ain't got no light in them, man. You got all our people out here sitting there thinking that we Egyptians, you know, they subscribe to chematology, they subscribe to spirituality, which pretty much is, you know, witchcraft, you know, because it's not based on spirit being spiritual according to the scriptures. Okay, so our people to subscribe to these various things, man, and they don't realize that they're dark as shit. You know, they got dark souls, man. It says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So that's what we come out here to do. All right, is to what? Prophesy to our people. Okay, tell our people the good news. Okay, which is that salvation is for the Israelites. All right, that the Messiah, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, is coming to save our people, man. Okay, that we're going to inherit the earth. Right, all these things are part of the good news, man. Okay, and that's what you're supposed to tell to your people. Okay, it says, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, man. And when you understand it, hey, this was written over 2,000 years ago. See, so, you know, it's been tarrying, man, for a while. But now we living in them times where we can see these different birth pains. We can see the charagmas coming, right? We can see that this man is trying to set up this beast system. Okay, why? Because this vision is not lying, man. Okay, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. So it's speaking, man. All right, and that's why you got the men of the Lord prophets coming out here warning our people, literally speaking these scriptures into life. Okay, and the Most High is making good on these words, man. All right, you're gonna know that what scriptures say, you're gonna know a prophet has been among you when the things that prophet say come to pass, pretty much. All right, you got a lot of false prophets. You know, they're not warning about the mark of the beast. They're not warning about Jacob's trouble. You know, they not don't speak on spiritual powers. They don't go into these things, man, because the Most High ain't dealing with them. All right, it says, wait, it says, because it will surely come and it will not tarry, man. So what? That's why I opened up with 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, going into that woman who's going to be in that 9th month, who's going to deliver that baby, man. All right? Because what? We know that according to scripture, this place is going to be destroyed, man. You can bet your last penny on that. All right? This place is going to be destroyed, man. All right? And matter of fact, hey, they got it to where we know that them banks was collapsing. All right? And they're saying that a lot more U.S. banks are poised to collapse, man. All right? And I was reading this article. It pretty much went into the fact how these different Americans, they ain't really trying to put their cash into these smaller banks no more. Okay? Because, hey, they seen what happened last time. All right? And these people are fearful, man. Taking their money out, doing these bank runs. Because they know something coming, man. And they ain't no longer is putting their trust in this man's government. You know, and it's going to be one of the things that's going to cause these people to be out here being belligerent like some fucking animals in these streets, man. Okay, because this place is collapsing. All right, and I was going into that article, was saying how a lot of people ain't even putting their money into the banks no more. All right, all around the same time where we see that they're rolling out the CBDC. Okay, so all these things, man, is what? Gearing up to roll out that beast system, man. It's all by design. Okay, it's all by design, man. Okay, let's grab this and let's grab this in the book of 2nd Ezra. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra from the top, chapter 9 from the top, Salakia. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. All right, so that's a commandment, man. The Most High told us to measure the time, okay? How do you measure the time? You pair biblical prophecy with world events, man, current events. See? The things that's happening around you, man. And then what you find out is that all the things that's playing out in the earth was prophesied, man. You know, these things was prophesied to come. Okay, which I'm gonna grab that in Isaiah the 19th chapter, going into how these droughts, you know, water shortages, okay, all those things was already prophesied, man. So it really, it don't even catch us off guard, because Yahweh Shah pretty much gave us the, you know, he gave us the blueprint, man. He like, yep, all this shit about to happen, all right? So when it happened, you ain't even gonna be shaking in your boots, okay? Like the rest of these people is, man, all right? All right, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, so we are without a shadow of a doubt, man. Hey, we have seen, we're seeing parts of these signs already come to pass. I mean, look at the Euphrates River, man. That shit is practically damn near a desert. Okay, look at California, man. This place is getting hit with all these damn cyclones and tornadoes, right? You had a tornado this morning, I believe it was, you know, yesterday or this morning. Hey, 23 people died in Mississippi, man, because of tornadoes, right? These are natural, you know, disasters that the Most High is using to take these people out, man. All right, make no mistake. Okay, every time, you know, evil come about, every time a natural disaster come about, every time we dealing with shortages, all of that shit is Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah, man. Make no mistake. It tell you that, you know, in Isaiah the 45th chapter. Okay? And we seeing these disasters, man. We seeing all these things, man. So what? Scripture say, it says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I told thee before, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. So Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah is telling anybody out there who got ears to hear that he is visiting this place, man. All right, like, make no mistake. Okay, you got what? New pestilences being released. All right, you got that fungus that's spreading over the half of the states in America, right? That Candida fungus, right? Esau trying to set up The Last of Us, man. All right, they trying to set up The Walking Dead, you know, The Last of Us, you know. Yeah, these different zombie movies, man. Hey, you can brush it off all you want, man. But look, I believe through the spirit that, look, we gonna see that type of shit, man. We gonna see it, man. You know, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, right? Are you not seeing uproars, man? Like, anybody that pay any type of attention, you see these things, man. Matter of fact, I got this article, man, I want to pull up, going into the global strikes. You know, you got strikes everywhere, man. All right, you got strikes. You got strikes going on everywhere, man. Okay, that goes into uproars, man. Make no mistake. Like, that's why they say Israel is on the brink of collapse, because those people over there is protesting the government becoming more totalitarian. All right, but that's Esau's end game, man. They want to set up a totalitarian digital surveillance type world, man, where they monitor, track, trace, and everything you do. This is not a conspiracy theorist, man. These are conspiracy facts. Okay, these are facts, man. All right, and it's all through the scriptures. Okay, but let's go in and show you. Hey, man, these uproars of the people, man, this shit getting out of control. All right, it's getting out of control, man. To where it's pretty much gonna be like over there in Haiti, where you got militias and gangs taking over the capital, man. Make no mistake, that's what's coming, man. Different militia groups, different gangs, right, popping up, taking control of different blocks in cities. Best believe that's coming, man. All right, because why? Look at the law enforcement, man. Look at the government. They're showing you that they're gonna allow these things to happen, right? With that purge law in Chicago, right? All the law enforcement that have stepped down since 2020, okay? And if we gotta go through another pandemic, which I believe we will, all right, this place is not gonna survive, man. This place can't survive another pandemic, because like all these grocery stores, retail stores, all those places have shut down, and they're continuing to shut down, man. All right, and I believe it's starting to rain now. So I checked the weather before I came out, man. It wasn't even supposed to rain quite yet. But if we gotta move it, that's fine, man. All right. All right. But yeah, man, hey, like I said, going into this article with all these various strikes, all right? You got strikes in Los Angeles, different school strikes, strikes in Germany, all right? Strikes in France, okay? Nurses going on strike, paramedics going on strike, everybody going on strike, man, okay? Because pretty much they see that the government is no longer, the government has turned their back on the people, man. And that's why the Most High told you don't put your trust in them, because they was going to show you their horns, man. The government turned their back on the people. The people out here striking, protesting, rioting, because they fed up, man. So it's like, if you can't see that this is going to cause just all types of anarchy and sedition in the streets, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, let me grab this. Because scriptures told us it would happen, man. Right? And that's the thing with the hopeful elect, man. We got that faith, and we believe that everything that is written in these scriptures is true, man. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahshua said what? For these words are faithful and true. And only a certain individual, man, is going to take this and run with it, man. All right? I mean, and shit, you see it playing out. So, I don't, you know, hey, if these people can't pick up on it, man, it's because the Most High don't want them. Okay? All right, so let's grab this. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men. You know, sedition goes into riots, protests. You know, that January 6th incident, right? You know, when Trump went out, was it like a week ago, and said that that he was gonna get arrested. Hey, and he calls and trying to get people to what? Go out and riot, man. Go out and be seditious. Okay? It says, for there should be sedition among men and invading one another. All right? Which, matter of fact, hey, you had it, you know, that video went out by Dabu 7, pointing out how they, you got a lot of young, able-bodied Chinese men that have been flooding into America, man. Right? A lot of Moabites have been flooding into America, man. Which pretty much, hey, brothers, you know, through the spirit, speculate this place gonna be invaded, you know? And you always hear that Russia got troops in, you know, Cuba, Canada, you know, the Chinese got troops, right? They all got these various troops stationed around, man. They call them sleeper cells, man. You know, that you might think is just a regular citizen. Whole time that's a full, you know, military personnel, man. All right, but it says, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, and the thing about that precept is, the government, all right, when you deal with the elites, all right, you got to understand that they're setting this up to where these people are going to riot and protest and do all these things, and they're not going to, the government's not going to really step in, man. Like, they're going to allow people to be out here killing each other, raping each other in broad daylight, kidnapping people. Okay, they're going to allow that, man, because they got to allow the chaos to what? Roll into order. Okay, that's Esau, man. They want to allow all hell to break out, and then they want to try to roll in their order, man. All right? Ordo ab chaos. All right? It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay? So those are the times that we about to witness, man. Okay? People trying to move around, but you ain't gonna be able to move around no more. Okay? To where they could, again, use a virus, a fungus, whatever they want to use, to have to lock this place back down, man. Right? You got that, all right, that Marburg virus in, what is it, Tanzania or something? All right, the first ever Marburg virus outbreak. Okay, so hey, Esau's released in a lot of plagues, man, a lot of, you know, different pestilences to pretty much poison the people, man. You know, the Ohio River, when that train derailed, caused all those hazardous chemicals to flood into the river, right? And then we know that trains have continued derailing since, man. You know? So again, hey, these are all birth pains. You know, these are all disasters, man. All right, that's leading up to that ultimate, shit hitting the fan scenario, right? Matter of fact, what you got? The U.S. The U.S. is sending drone strikes and is striking those Iranian groups in Syria because the Iranians have been attacking the U.S. military bases in Syria, man. Right? So all of these things, man, these are all signs of the times, right? This is how you measure the times, man. You see these things, you're like, oh, scriptures told us there would be a third war, a third world war, right? Scriptures told us there would be famines. Scriptures told us, there would be droughts, water shortages, sedition, okay, all anarchy, right? And you go right back to the scriptures, man, and you understand that's why these things are playing out, okay? All right. Okay. Let me check this out real quick. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a beautiful day, but looked like it want to start raining. But I thought it was supposed to rain a little later, but so we'll see what happened, man. All right. All right. All right, let's grab this and all right, let's grab this in Isaiah the 19th chapter. All right, because dealing with them droughts, man, because you got it over there in Australia, where millions, man, with an M, millions of fish have just been dying in them rivers, man. Millions of fish just popping up dead. Okay. And all these things are just, plagues, all right, at the end of the day. But let's grab this. All right, give me one moment. All right, this is Isaiah the 19th chapter. And all right, let's start at the top. All right, Isaiah chapter 19 from the top. It says the burden of Egypt. Okay, so this chapter goes into the burden that is befalling America, Babylon the Great, which we know according to Revelation, the 11th chapter, this place is also called Egypt. Okay, it's also known as Egypt, man, spiritually. Okay, it says the burden of Egypt. It says, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud. Okay, and the cloud is what? A chariot. Because scriptures say the Most High makes the clouds his chariots, man. So that's another metaphor that goes into the what this world calls UFOs. All right. It says, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. So what you're experiencing, man, as these birth pains grow and grow, hey, the heart of these Americans, okay, these Edomites, Jakes, it's melting. Meaning these people are losing hope, man. People losing faith in the government. All right, they're losing faith in the system. All right, because they finding out the system, all right, was set up, all right, pretty much to destroy them, man. Okay, that's what this whole shit was about. Okay, it says, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, or Salakia, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, so again, that goes into what? Civil wars, man. Civil wars, racial wars, right? We know Texas, hey, you had that Margie Taylor, Margie Green, all right, going into how Texas should just secede, pretty much break off from the U.S., right? And we know a lot of these Americans, man, they don't even want to be a part of America no more. Okay, a lot of these Americans, they want to break off and form their own little, like the Confederates, man. When you back during those times, man, when you have the Confederates, the Confederate States, and I believe the Union, I believe it was called, and then they have to go to civil war over that. Well, the same thing is pretty much playing out again, man. All right, or it's going to play out pretty much. All right. It says, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, and you know, Ukraine is a kingdom. You know, Russia is a kingdom. America is a kingdom. China, Iran, Japan. You know, these are different kingdoms, man. You know, they got they particular, you know, heathen ruling over it, but that's pretty much a kingdom. And the Most High is setting each of these kingdoms against each other, man. You know, he's setting these kingdoms against each other. Okay. It says, verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards, man. That's why, hey, they been saying how a lot of people have been leaving the church. A lot of people been leaving the church, man, pretty much to practice witchcraft, right? Because again, these people are losing faith, man. Satanism is at an all-time high. You know, these different churches of Satan, right? People leaving the church to go perform voodoo, witchcraft, right? Hey, it's real dark times, man, on the planet Earth, man. Okay, and so our scriptures say it's gonna be like a time you ain't ever seen before, man. Okay, you know, like Stranger Things and those different shows, man. All right, this place gonna turn into the upside down out here. Okay, it's gonna be a day and night thing, man. That shit gonna happen overnight, you know. All right. And I'm gonna skip around. I wanna go to verse 14. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 14. It says, the Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Right? It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So another birth pain is what? Labor shortages, right? People being laid off, not being able to find work, unemployment being at an all-time high, stock markets crashing. Yeah, it says, let me grab it again. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Because like I said, since 2020, man, these different businesses, these different companies have not stopped shutting down, man. Like, it's an article come out damn near every day. Oh, 2 Tyson factories have shut down, laid off thousands of workers, right? Walmart's is closing all across the nation, right? You know, Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals, going up on prices and shit, okay? Because the Most High is taking out the work, man. All right, meaning you know that 9 to 5 lifestyle is gonna come to an end. All right. Okay, it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Them banks collapsing, that goes into the head. You know, these elites, these different bankers. All right, it ain't gonna be shit for them to do either, man, because the Most High gonna have all hell on these streets. So, you know, that day-to-day lifestyle is going to be a thing of the past, man. All right? It's going to be a thing of the past. It says, verse 16, it says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of hands of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. All right? And it tells you that in Luke chapter 21. All right? That, you know, these people's, their hearts will begin to fail them, man. Okay? Because of the times. That's why, because of the sheer burdens and things the Most High is bringing on the earth, man, it's going to cause people to lose hope, right? Suicide rates skyrocket, right? All because they're not able to cope with the times, man. That's why you're going to need divine intervention in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah to get you through these times, man, right? We're gonna be living through just a very hopeless time, man, for a majority of these people out here. All right. Let's skip down to right, let's go. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 5. All right, it says, and the waters shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be wasted and dried up. So again, this is a birth pain. And like we showed you at the beginning of this chapter, this is a burden that these people are going to deal with, man. All right. It says the waters shall fail from the sea, and the rivers shall be wasted and dried up. Goes into what? Drought. It says, and they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither. Okay, that's why you be hearing about, like I said, Australia. You know, millions of fish just popping up dead. Okay, all around, man. And it's not just Australia, man. You know, just different fish, all right, popping up dead. Okay, and when you deal with drought, obviously that's going to affect the crops. So that's going to in turn affect the food supply, man. Right? All these things come together, man. See that? It says, the reeds and flags shall wither, the paper reeds by the brooks, by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sown by the brooks shall wither, be driven away, and be no more. Okay? And that's why I mentioned earlier, the United Nations, which is, you know, Amalek, all right, these elites, have warned of water shortages, man. You know, incoming global water crisis. Okay, where it's gonna be hard to get water. Okay, and when you look at the different dams and rivers and lake beds, they're all drying up, man. All right. It says, verse 8, the fishers also shall mourn, and all that cast angle into the brook shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the waters shall languish. Yeah. So, hey, what's going on in Australia is a perfect example of that. The fishers mourning because they throw them nets into the seas, and they ain't getting no damn fish. The fish popping up dead. You know, millions of fish dying, man. Yeah, that's why they're gonna be mourning. That's why people are gonna be mourning, because they're not gonna be able to get food, man. They ain't gonna be able to get water. They ain't gonna be able to take a hot shower. You ain't gonna be able to have these different luxuries, man. All right, why? Because this place is being destroyed. Okay. All right. All right. It says, verse 9, moreover, they that work in fine flax and they that weave network shall be confounded, and they shall be broken in the purposes thereof, all that make sluices and ponds for fish. Okay? So I wanted to grab that because, like I said, them water shortages, they warning of, the fish dying in these various rivers, all them things, man, is because of the plagues the Most High is bringing. All right? Okay? Let me grab this real quick. All right. Give me one moment. I'm gonna hop over. All right. All right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and we'll start at verse 12. All right, Matthew 24 and 12, and we know these are the words of Lord Yahweh Shah. Okay. All right. Hey, this was another sign, another token he gave us, man, to know the times of the end. Okay. It says, verse 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay. And I was reading up, I came across a video that went into how road rage is increasing, man. All right. Road rage is increasing. Okay, and through the spirit, I was, I was picking up on that, man. These people are impatient, they're insatiable. They just got a very impatient spirit on them, man. But hey, again, that goes into that iniquity abounding because people are just growing colder, man. All right, and I grabbed this statistic. All right, that went into how a total of 12,000 injuries and 218 murders have been attributed to road rage over a 7-year period in the U.S. All right, and this was updated this year, man. So hey, you gonna see more and more things on the news, man. Somebody at a fucking stoplight and the person in front of them jump out the car and just start shooting their damn car up, man. All right, because these people are impatient, man. All right, and they really fed up with the government, but they're gonna start taking it out on each other. Okay, all right. It says, verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, so we know what we got to endure, man. All right, we know we got to make it through this dark, these dark times that's on the horizon. But hey, it's a silver lining at the end of the tunnel, man. All right, because like I said earlier, when you dealing with that woman in the 9th month that's about to deliver up that baby, hey man, it shows you that we about to be delivered. The closer this place get to being destroyed and collapsing, that's just all the more closer we are to being delivered, man. All right, you can't get one without the other, right? We don't get the kingdom without America falling, without feminism collapsing, right? Without all these things going down, man, the kingdom wouldn't be able to come. All right, so let me grab I just had it on my. All right, yeah, let me grab this in Romans. All right, this is Romans chapter 13 and 11. All right, it says, and that knowing the time, right? Like we grabbed earlier, the Most High told us to measure the time diligently in itself. So if you've been measuring the time, all right, doing what the Most High told you to do, you're well aware of the times you're living in, man. You know this is the end, right? It says, and that knowing the time, so you know the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed, right? So we know that woman about to deliver up that baby in the 9th month, meaning we're about to get the hell up out of here, man. That's why Isaiah the 19th chapter said, Yahweh Bashmiel Shah cometh into Egypt on a cloud. We know them chariots is what's going to be used to save us, man, and to deliver us from the four corners of the earth. All right, let's go back to Matthew, right? All right, because Yahweh Shah told us, he said, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 30, it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man, Yahweh Shah, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, man. These ain't talking about the clouds that's behind me. Now, hey, that the chariots could literally disguise themselves as a actual cloud, but this is talking about a UFO, man, what they call a UAP. All right. It says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Yeah, them chariots are otherworldly, beyond our imagination, powerful vehicles, man. Verse 31, it says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, all right, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So them four winds is what? The four corners of the earth, man. So Yahweh Bashmiel Shah telling us here that he's going to send Yahweh Shah and the angels to come gather the elect from all around the world, man. It just told you that, okay? And these are the words of Yahweh Shah himself, okay? Let's grab it. Let's grab this in Revelation. All right. That's why that's why all these UFO sightings increase, man. That's why the Pentagon got to disclose everything they know about UFOs, man. All right, because we just in them times. All right. All right. All these people gonna see them UFOs in a minute. All right. Shalom. You believe in the Bible? Parts of it? Yeah. Right. What's the missing pieces? You're Israelite? You said what? All right. But yeah, man. Comment. Hey, back to the point. These chariots, man. All right. Everybody's gonna see them. Okay. Everybody's gonna see them, man. This is Give me one moment. All right, this is Revelation chapter 1. Revelation chapter 1 and 7. It says, all right, in Revelation, we know the Revelation, the first chapter, goes into the revealing of Yahweh Shah, man. Okay? It says, Revelation 1 and 7, behold, he cometh with clouds. So again, that's what the third precept. Okay? And every eye shall see him. Right? Meaning them chariots, man, are planetary. Right? If every eye on the planet Earth, you got to think about it, man, is going to see the chariot, is going to see Yahweh Shah on that chariot, man. It means what? It must be bigger than the Earth. Right? And we know, Gina Marie Colvin, NASA, they got them videos where they see these different UFOs going to the sun and extracting, energy, and they see these UFOs, man. They know that they out there, and they know that they're going to invade this place. Okay? They circled around this place right now, man. We always see the different chariot sightings. Okay? All right, Bakan, it says, Revelation 1 and 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Amen. Yeah, they're going to wail because in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter tells you, when Yahweh shall get back, man, pretty much you either going to be destroyed, all right? You either going to be destroyed or delivered, man, right? When Yahweh shall get back, you have a lot of people mourning, man, because they're going to be getting put to death. Okay, and then you're going to have those that are going to rejoice, which are going to be the elect, man, because they're going to be delivered, and that pretty much ties up this woman, man, which is about to deliver this baby, man. All right, we're literally about to be delivered, man, because with that FedNow system launching, that's literally, paving the way, man, for them to roll out that charagma. The central bank digital currency pretty much got to be in place for them to have something to put that damn chip on. They gotta have that digital currency, man. And meaning that mean they gotta crash this old system, right? And the fact that we seeing that tells us everything we need to know, man. Right? It tells us everything we need to know. Okay? And let me see if there's anything else I wanted to grab, man. Cause hey, we know we about to be delivered, man. All right. Let me grab this real quick. Matter of fact, grab this. So Revelations chapter 11 and verse 11, it says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Okay, and we know you precept this with Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, all right, goes into the awakening of the elect Israelites, man. Right? This is the awakening of the elect Israelites, right? And that's why Yahweh Shah just told us in Matthew 24, this truth will be preached in all four corners, then the end will come. Why? Because the elect have to be woken up, man, right? Revelation chapter 7 tell you that the angels wouldn't release them winds of destruction until the servants was sealed with this truth. Okay, so this truth had to go out first, man. And the fact that this went out, it's reached all four corners. You got Israelites everywhere. People know who the Edomites are, right? They know who the real Israelites are, man. It's time for this shit to be done, man. All right, it's time, Lord willing. All right, it says, verse 11, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven. All right, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. All right, so that's the deliverance of the elect. Okay, gonna be delivered in them chariots, right? And it says, verse 13, in the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, which goes into the 10 FEMA regions in America. Okay, so the same time we delivered, right, the same time this place is going to be utterly destroyed. And it tells you that, that's pretty much what it tells you in 2nd Ezra chapter 13. When Yahweh shall come back, he gonna put in work, all right, and he's also going to deliver his elect, man. Okay, it says, In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 70,000. Man, anybody left over here, if you ain't got no deep underground bunker, no military base, right? If you ain't one of these wealthy Edomites, if your ass left over here in Babylon the Great, you're gonna be incinerated, man. Scripture say your eyes gonna melt in their damn eye sockets, all right, because of that thermonuclear destruction from World War III, okay? It says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 70,000, a complete number. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. Okay? So at the same, man, that's gonna be beautiful, man. Hey, the same time this place destroyed, Lord willing, we are that number, man. We're gonna be getting beamed up, and we're gonna look down and see this damn destruction. Right? We're gonna look down and see this destruction. I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out. All right. Grab that, give me one moment. I believe that's in I believe that's Revelations, the 15th chapter. Okay, Revelations chapter 15. And from the top, all right, it says, and I saw another sign in heaven, and great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And you know, that 7th plague pretty much goes into that ultimate destruction, man. You know, because when that 7th trumpet happened, we're going to be delivered. Okay, Lord willing, we are that number, man. So that ultimate destruction comes what? That ultimate deliverance. Okay? But here's the point, verse 2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten a victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. Okay? So this was a vision, man. All right, the Apostle John seen this, you know. We gonna be on them chariots, man. We're gonna look down, and we're gonna see this place burning, man. That's you know, that's pretty much like a, you know, that's pretty much like Yahushua, you know, giving us dap and saying, you know, well done, man. This is the reward, man. You know, this is your reward. Matter of fact, he say that, you know, only with our eyes we gonna see the reward of the wicked. You know, we gonna see this destruction, man. Thousands at your right, 10,000 at your left. You're gonna witness massive deaths, man. That must come for us to get the kingdom. You know, you know, then hey, that, you know, pretty much wrap it up, man. You know, all these birth pains that's increasing and increasing. All right, it's showing us what? That it's time to be delivered, man, and it's time for this place to burn. Okay, it's time for this place to burn. All right, but with that, man, I'm gonna say Kwam Yasharallah, dead to America, Wa Baba Ball, Shalom to the elect. All right, Shalom to the elect. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Rachakadash, Shalom.